Here at Cracked.com is an article by Edison McManus entitled Modern American Satanism, the Church of Satan versus the Satanic Temple, the two major satanic religions that exist. And yes, Cracked is a comedy website, but these are actually serious articles, and this is only one of several written for Cracked by Edison McManus. And Mr. McManus begins, "The formation of organized religious groups gathered in public praise of Satan is a fairly recent development in American history. In a world where people living right outside Boston less than 400 years ago were straight up murdering people for imagined communion with the devil, it makes a lot of sense to lay low. To better understand how Satan worship moved closer to the mainstream, let's explore the histories and philosophies of both Anton LeVay's Church of Satan, which reached its zenith of influence in the 60s and 70s, and the contemporary political activism of the Satanic Temple. But first, the author of this article has to get three things out of the way. Number one, I'm not a Satanist. I cannot speak with personal knowledge on any of these matters. I am merely an enthusiast, fascinated by Satanism. Number two, there is no one dominant group. While the Church of Satan and the Satanic Temple are the two most visible instances of organized satanic worship, they are by no means the only. This will not be comprehensive. I just want to focus on two prominent groups. And last, Satanists celebrate individualism by taking inspiration from the image of the devil as the ultimate rebel. A Satanist practice is about what speaks to them, and what works for them, and what helps them aspire to their potential. I can only aim to describe the most common overlaps in satanic worship. First off, Anton LeVay was a bizarre creep. Born Howard Stanton LeVay. In 1930, the founder of the Church of Satan, famously known as Anton Zendor LeVay, was a big-time dweeb, a former carny under the name the Great Zendor, a former paranormal investigator, and a former burlesque house organist. You heard that right, a burlesque house organist. LeVay failed out a lot before developing his own religion. Sounds similar to the story of some other guy that founded Scientology. LeVay's self-declared Anno Satanas was kicked off in 1966 with the founding of the Church of Satan. A black house at 6114 California Street in San Francisco's Richmond district provided his home and headquarters. The first hint that something was wrong with LeVay came when he named this structure the Black House. That lack of creativity also shows in his wholesale ripoff of the iconoclastic philosophies of Friedrich Nietzsche, Ayn Rand, and H.L. Mencken in his codifying of a satanic belief system. He dishonestly extended to constant lies about and embellishments of his autobiography, including the bizarre claim that he had an affair with Marilyn Monroe. He called himself the Black Pope, with the same energy as a dude editing his own Wikipedia page that was deleted for violating the notability guideline. He promoted law and order. He was anti-drug, and he hated rock music. In other words, LeVay was awful. A portion of the 1993 documentary Speak of the Devil, in which LeVay sought to dispel myths about Satanism, in collaboration with director Nick Bogus, really drives home how corny he was. In a reenactment, LeVay shares the story of his adopted lion, Tagare, narrating footage of the man-beast's duel. Good writing, just hard to get all in one breath. Narrating footage of the man-beast duo's daily routine, while pretending to be his own pet. It was horrid. The video ends with a notice that, following complaints from his neighbors, LeVay gave the lion to the Birds actress Tippi Hedren in 1967. As I watched the clip, I tried to remember where I had heard of a lion named Tagare before, and seeing this text at the end of the segment confirmed for me that LeVay's former pet would become the star of one of Hollywood's strangest films, Roar, that goofy family comedy where actors were subjected to non-stop lion attacks on and off camera. If you have never seen it, consider it a counterweight to the awful footage I might make you watch. The Satanic Bible. The richest summation of LeVay's satanic philosophy came in 1969 with the Satanic Bible. In an introduction to the book, Church of Satan leader Peter Gilmore described it as a common-sense, rational, materialist philosophy, along with theatrical ritual techniques meant as a self-transformative psychodrama. End quote. His description regards the book way too highly. LeVay is more modest about the book's origins, claiming he's simply giving a name to tendencies found in human nature. Quote, "The basics of Satanism have always existed," he claims. "The only thing that is new is the formal organization of a religion based on universal traits of man." End quote.